And it is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It's WCCS AM 1160 and FM 101.1. And Krystal Breisch is with us this morning from Stridaway Stables, and she's joined in the studio by Sarah Ross from Children and Youth Services of Indiana County. And ladies, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us. Krystal, get a little closer to that microphone for us.
Oh, okay.
So that we can all hear you as you talk about this very, very exciting and important event.
Yes, we decided this year that we wanted to do a fundraiser for something local.
Mm-hmm.
So I run and own a boarding barn for horses. And I talked to a lot of the girls at the barn that board their horses there or get lessons from me. And we decided for the Teddy Bear Fun Drive. At first, we weren't sure what exactly we wanted to do, and I have a lot of young riders, so I wanted something that they could participate in and feel like that they were actively involved in. So we started discussing maybe like a penny drive or a penny wars, but we weren't sure who exactly we wanted to compete against because we didn't want to compete against ourselves. We wanted to pull someone else from the community in. And Sarah Ross and her daughters come to the barn. So I started kind of talking about it, and then I went to Sarah and asked her if she would be interested in children and youth competing against Stridaway Stables to just see how much money we can raise.
And Sarah, of course, that's a natural, isn't it, for you?
Yes, absolutely. My staff is really excited to compete against the barn, and I think it's a fun way to get two groups in the community that wouldn't necessarily have a lot to do with each other normally, to have a competition and raise money for a really, really fun cause.
Yeah, and I'm sure so many of the children with which you deal or with whom you deal have experience with either Children's Hospital or IRMC in the pediatrics unit or both. And so it's a natural from that standpoint. But just from a community standpoint, for CYS to be involved in something like this is really good.
Absolutely. And I think it makes it more fun to add an element of competition so people can be invested. And obviously, the winner is the Teddy Bear Fun Drive. But we do want to, Krystal and I are both pretty competitive, so we do want to see who wins.
Krystal, are you going to have to crush her? You're going to have to put her in her
we're
place.
going to try. We definitely are. The kids have been so excited. This is all they've been talking about for a couple weeks now. And we like to pick on Sarah because her daughters ride at the barn. So I keep picking on the girls saying, where are you going to put your pennies?
Well, that's the thing.
Are you going to help Mom or are you going to help Krystal?
That's the thing that we have to figure out. I mean, we're heading into the holidays, so they have to be especially good to Mom.
Right.
But at the same time, it's horses.
Exactly.
So just to see where their pennies are going to go. Explain to folks what a penny wars competition is in case they don't know.
The concept is that everybody's going to bring in their pennies to their own containers within their office. So we have like a Culligan jug at Stridaway, and Sarah has a setup there. The person with the most pennies at the end will actually win the penny wars. But the opposite side of that is that Sarah's office and my barn can put silver in to take pennies away from the other team or dollars. So if someone puts $20 in, that takes that equivalent amount from pennies away from Sarah's group. So we're really hoping that people get competitive and want to see, that other team's total dropping. And I'm assuming at the end of it that we're probably both going to be in the negative, but that will still help the Teddy Bear Fun Drive because it doesn't matter whether we're in the negative or not. All that money will then, go on to the Teddy Bear Fun Drive. So we're excited.
So all the CYS folks are making the trek to Stridaway, huh?
Yeah.
I'll probably collect all of our silver coins and our dollars at the office, and then I'll bring them out during the girls' lessons, and we'll dump them in the jar at one time.
Sneak them in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's diabolical. That's absolutely diabolical.
I'm going to have to cancel lessons for a month.
I don't think you want to do that.
No. The girls would be a little bit unhappy with me if I did that.
Yeah. Well, having explained the concept, can folks stop out to either of your locations and donate pennies of their own?
They most definitely can. And actually, Innovations at Home had heard about it just as a grapevine. It's a small community. We're out near Marion Center. And they actually want to put a penny container at the business, so that people could, even if they stop in there, and then they'll bring the pennies over to me. So we're kind of recruiting some of the other community.
Jumping on board.
Exactly.
I love it. Where exactly is Strideway?
It's on Reseski Road, which is off of Grove Chapel. You can turn by like Musser Nursery there, right past, and then you just go down that road, and it's probably like 1.5 miles, 2 miles down.
If you can only figure out where the road
I
is.
know. I have pretty blue signs.
Have you figured out what those roads are all going to do? How they're all going to connect?
They all go to the same place.
Yeah. Nobody can figure that part out yet, but my goodness gracious, that'll be something to see. So, but that's an easy way to get to your place.
Yes. Yep. You just turn right past Musser Nursery there, make that left on Grove Chapel, and you follow that out, and you make the second right onto DeLynn. And then you follow that to the end, and my barn you can see it when you top the hill.
Big place?
Big. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
that's
it's
nice.
Definitely pretty big.
Yeah. And how many horses do you have?
We have 25 on the property right now. 5 of them are my lesson horses, and the rest are all boarders.
Yeah. So folks can actually come and maybe, as they do penny wars, maybe
Visit
sign up for a
around.
lesson
Yeah,
or two.
definitely. And we're actually having a fun show this Saturday to kick off the penny wars.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's kind of planning on bringing all of their pennies to kind of
There
get
you
the whole competition started. Sarah and I decided we were going to start on the 1st of November
Mm-hmm.
and then run through, 21st? 22nd, right there. So we're going to do 3 full weeks of trying to see how much money we can collect.
Oh boy, Sarah, sounds like you guys are up against it. You're going to have to do some special things, huh?
We are. We have some businesses in our new location at 280 Indian Springs Road. So we're hoping they participate too and join in with us in the fun.
Yeah. And of course, the great beneficiary of all of this will be the Teddy Bear Fund Drive.
Right.
And therefore, the children who are using the services of the Pediatrics Ward and the Free Care Fund, IRMC and Children's Hospital are two wonderful organizations. You both probably have great experience in dealing with folks who have used those two facilities, and what a treasure they are. It's just amazing that those two organizations are able to benefit so many people from around the community. Just don't find it.
Right. When my husband and I first decided that we were going to open a barn, we really wanted to be something that was going to be actively involved in the community. So we've been trying to really reach out and do different fundraisers or, anything that we can, do to help support the community. So last year we did the Indiana County Humane Society, and we did a Stuff the Trailer day, and everybody brought items, dog food, cat food, anything they could. And then this year, we decided to still keep it local. We want to make sure that they're always local organizations.
That's good. Yeah.
So
That's
we're
wonderful.
definitely excited.
That's wonderful. Sarah happens to have her daughter with her, is a little under the weather today. What's your daughter's favorite horse to ride out there?
Well, we have a pony named Silver, so she is our favorite. And if you stop out at the barn, she really likes mints.
Oh, really? What kind of mints?
Like just peppermints. Horses like peppermints. So if you come out for a visit to add your pennies to the jar, bring a mint for the horses.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There's Silver, huh?
Silver, yes.
I love it. That's wonderful. Do you like to ride? Yeah. It's such a fun activity. Folks probably, because of there are some stables that have actually cropped up here in Indiana County recently. It's become a pretty big thing, hasn't it?
Yeah. When I was a kid, barns were dime a dozen. I mean, you could ride anywhere. But as, I've aged, they've slowly dwindled, to next to nothing. And I've always been involved with horses. And my husband and I just decided that it was something we wanted to do. It'll be 2 years in May since we opened.
Yeah.
And, we're just trying to kind of get people to see that there's activities in this area that involve horses that are a lot of fun. I mean, when we started advertising that we were doing lessons, I filled up so quickly. I'm still turning people away.
Yeah.
I can't possibly do any more lessons. Even, with 5 horses, I'm doing lessons 7 days a week at this time.
Wow.
So, it's definitely something that the community is really excited to be involved in. And I get phone calls weekly, seeing if something else is opened up or if anything's available.
They're special animals, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, very. I'm pretty fond of them.
Yeah. So Penny Wars is coming up. Give the dates again, beginning with the big event coming up on
Saturday. Yep. We're going to start registration starts at 10. The show itself is going to start at 11. It's just a fun show. It's very simple. We let the kids pick what kind of stuff they wanted to do. And a lot of these riders are very young. They've never participated in a show. So it's just something that they can all get together and kind of end out the summer.
Yeah.
Because once it starts getting cold, we don't ride as much. We don't show. So it's just a good way for us all to get together. And, of course, to kick off the Penny Wars.
Yeah. And the Penny Wars is going to run until the 21st.
Is it 22nd?
22nd. Yeah.
The 22nd of November. Wonderful. So, folks will have a chance to take part in a great fundraising event. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun and just a battle to the end between the two of you. You look like you really despise each other here, I can tell.
We'll be friends after the 22nd.
But until then, Sarah, it's going to be tough.
It's a competition, and we'll let you know who wins.
Oh, by all means. And if you want to come in afterwards when you have everything all buckled up and you know what your totals are, and just bring them on in, and we'll get you on the air and we'll talk about it.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Beautiful. Ladies, thanks for coming in to visit with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much.
And Sarah, we will get you on the air. We did a series with Sarah last summer talking about children and youth services in Indiana County, and we're going to have her back and talk about some of the reaction that she's had since we did that series as folks understand anew all of the issues, not all of them, but many of the issues that CYS deals with. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS, AM 1160, and FM 101.1.